Just when you thought you was safe, we're back with another one. Another episode of Rated G with Gary G. Garcia and Brian T. Licata. You know who we are. We're your boys, man. At least I hope so, Mel. It's me, Gary G. Garcia, along with my brother and partner in misinformation, Brian T. Licata. It's good to be back again. We have a very special guest with us tonight. Not only one of my best friends in the game, but Emmy Award winner, comedian extraordinaire, one of the best writers of the game right now, hands down, my brother Adam Gabel.
Thank you very much for having me. It's important to note that the Emmy Award winner and the comedian, there's like a period and a return. After that, it's not Emmy Award winning comedian.
No, Emmy Award winner. And I said, and comedian
and
extraordinaire. Yeah. He got an Emmy for lighting, which is still very impressive.
Yeah, although some people think I'm just doing a cheap Chinese accent when I say lighting. I mean writing, but but no, it was for lighting design.
Well, we're glad to have you back, man. It's been a minute since we had someone on the show.
I think did he mean Oriental accent? Is that what he was saying?
No, that's because that's a salad, right? That's or a rug, not a person.
No, it's a region and a group of people. Oh, look, the screensaver went on in the back.
Oh, that's pretty cool. We can see all the places that we should be hanging out.
Right.
Yeah, that's a live view outside in Atlantic City.
Sun sets at 3:33 in Atlantic City. Oh, look.
Oh, well, man.
It's
freaking screensaver. Is that my fucking car? Oh, okay.
wow.
It's gotten to that point when I hear shit going off now, I gotta actually check my car.
See if it's yours or not.
Dude.
Oh, we got a comment.
We already got a comment. What? Who's coming at us already, man?
Yeah,
We just
I'll
got
make it
on.
bigger.
Let's see. King Handle says somebody put out an Amber Alert for Brian and Gary. They've been missing for quite some time. You already know whose fault that is, King Handles. And it's not mine.
Adam's, dude.
It's Adam's fault.
It's
He
Adam's
went out
fault,
to go
definitely.
eat last minute. We had to wait for him to come back.
Oh, is that right? Oh, I didn't realize. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know. Well, sorry.
I love the fact that he got up here. We were still setting up, and he just accepted that like nothing.
Well, I don't know. For all I know, you guys were waiting around for me to come back to finish.
I would
up.
hate to like commit a crime, and like you be there, and they bring you in to question. I'm like, oh
You
man,
don't. You don't want me. You don't want me around
I'm
at all.
done. He's
I'm
just
not
gonna
good.
be like saying everything. Yo.
I'm not good. I can't keep my mouth shut.
He's the
at
type of
right
dude you
time.
do a robbery with him, and he calls you by your name. He'll be like, yo, Gary. I'll be like, stop calling me by my name.
Gary, should I get the money out of the safe now?
Gary got the money.
Gary, should I shoot this person?
Should we do this like that other bank robbery that we committed back 3 weeks ago in
Yeah,
Peoria?
exactly. That's how it would be.
I'm
You're
giving
not a dude to
everybody-
commit crimes with, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm not a good guy to commit crimes with.
No, I mean, some people have a problem. You have a problem keeping secrets?
Yeah, I would say that I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Do you
what-
tell people when they're like, I'm going to tell you something, but don't tell nobody?
I mean, I think in that situation, I think if you said don't tell anybody, I would be good at not telling people. But sometimes it's hard because then you're like, well, but they didn't mean don't tell this person. They said don't tell anybody, but in their mind they were forgetting about this one person who really has to know. And obviously that wasn't part of it. So I guess the answer is it depends on what you mean by don't tell nobody.
I don't even want to hear people's secrets. People are like, yeah, I got a secret. I'm like, don't even tell me. I
Well,
don't want to
that's
be
the
burdened with knowing anything that you don't want people to know. If you don't
Yeah.
want no one else to know, why should I know?
Why should I know?
Am I special? How about you, Brian?
Well, you are special, but I wouldn't
I'm
tell
special.
you.
Yeah, I'm special.
I
I'm
wouldn't
just
tell
kind of
Gary anything for fear that he would say it on stage.
Well, I mean, listen, some secrets you can't help but have other people be down with. Because what I mean is some secrets you're usually with somebody else.
Oh, I see what you mean. Like you're sharing, you and somebody
And
else
that
are in
person.
on the secret
Yeah.
together. It's their secret as well.
Yeah.
Not like somebody else knows it, but like
Yeah, I'm like, don't tell me. I don't want to. Yo, I want to tell you something, but you can't say nothing. Then don't tell me. Then don't tell me. You're giving me a burden that I don't want to carry. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I got you. It's rough. It's hard to feel like you got somebody else's burden on, because then if just something goes wrong and you're like, I'm the one who knew. I should have told them not to do the thing, whatever.
Or even if it gets out and a couple of people knew, then then it's like you're in that thing of who told. Don't tell me nothing if you don't want no one else. I mean, I don't tell people shit anyway. Like I'm really good at keeping secrets. I just don't want to know them. And you know why I'm good at it? Because it goes in this ear and out the other. I keep it secret.
I will say that
I don't keep your secret. I literally let you tell it to me, and then I let it float right out the other side of my head.
I have been around when you knew something and you forgot you weren't supposed to say anything about it, or you said something. I mean, the perfect example of you saying the wrong thing at the wrong time is in Ohio. I'm a 9, and everyone's like, "You're in Ohio, Gary." Like you're dissing on the people in Ohio, and you forgot.
I don't think any of them disagreed with me though.
But
They were upset, but they were like, "The dude's got a point. You know, he is kind of a 9 out here."
Yeah.
Potential goes a long way in Ohio.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna spill some other secrets that you said.
But that's not a secret.
No, but I'm using that as an example. I specifically did not say a secret because I don't know if you know this, but this is all being broadcast to at least half a dozen people. So I don't want them to know the secret.
Hey, more than that, dude. Our following is growing.
I
thanks
said
to
at
all
least
our
half a
loyal
dozen
listeners
people
out there.
I
know at least.
a year ago I
you're
would have
not
said
wrong.
at least 3.
You're not
a year
wrong.
ago I would have said. So as far as I'm concerned, you doubled your bottom.
No, we've done more than that, right?
Oh, dude, yeah. We're doing really well right now. I mean, we have almost 600 subscribers, Doug.
Wow,
Now
that's
remember,
pretty
when we
dope.
say really well, we mean in our standards.
Yeah,
Right.
You can't put us next to some other place that we got. Wow, what do we got here? We got Sean. Sean, what's up, man? Hello, boys. What's up? How you been, Sean? Hope everything is good with you and the fam. I got to come back and touch up my car's nails. They got to get touched up. They're chipping. My daughter's here. Jasmine, what's up, ma? How are you? Love you. Hope everything's good. How's the snow by you? Because I was thinking of going out to see you tomorrow. Let me know.
He needs a little water. Dude, this is fun. This is the first time we've had a
Very cozy.
If we've had 3 people on a show where we got this kind of setup.
Yeah.
This
I
is
like this
this
a
is
lot.
kind of
It
sick.
works.
Yeah,
It's
this is
working
this is good. Yeah, the one thing I'm working on the audio. So if anybody wants to know how we're sounding.
Why we're sounding like shit and just
No,
know
we don't
that.
sound like shit. We don't sound like shit. I'm sure we sound good. I'm actually gonna test it while you guys are.
All right, well,
are
what's
getting
what
together.
do we got here?
And then it was just another comment from Jasmine, but I think it looks like a typo to me. It just
Oh,
says
alright.
L or I, lowercase I.
All right, I don't know, man.
And we got one from Sean.
Sean says it's supposed to snow tomorrow evening, 2 to 4 for us. Still Saturday, but is it gonna snow in AC? It never really snows in AC, man. We get very little snow out here, man.
Yeah, even the snow melts when it touches the ground. And like, right?
Yeah,
No,
even the
there's no
snow
hope for anything.
Even the snow can't make it out here, dude.
It is a rough city to try.
So
to grow
I
in. Oh boy.
No, I mean,
here we go.
no, we were talking earlier, and to me, it's a good conversation. I want to just jump right into the conversation, man. It was like I was watching early on YouTube, which is really where I do all my fucking shit now. I just watch YouTube.
Yeah, you and my 11-year-old daughter.
And there was a interesting video. Actually, I'm gonna send it to you so you can share what
Yeah, what are you gonna send it to me
on Instagram.
on Instagram?
Yeah. There's a comedian who did a joke about what's his name, the dude that got the knee on the back of his neck.
Not George Floyd. Was it George Floyd?
Yeah, George Floyd. He did a joke about George Floyd, and a bunch of people got up and walked out, and then he followed it up with the kid who was out there and he shot those dudes and he got off. Kyle Rittenhouse. Yeah, so he followed up with that, and now of course everyone's mad at this comedian because
Who was the
we'll
comedian?
show the clip.
Okay.
We'll show the clip.
All right, cool. In the meantime, we can all just be as confused as I am.
Yeah,
right now.
Nah.
For
I'll show
Comedy
you the
Hype
clip.
News, I'm John Op.
Yeah, I got this from Comedy
He
Hype.
said
Big
from
up to
up-
Comedy Hype.
Oh, it's David. It's David Lucas. That's who that is. David Lucas.
Yeah,
You ready to roll?
yeah. Go ahead, man. Play it.
Comedian David Lucas is making his rounds on the internet for all the
See
wrong
if you
reasons.
can get it to the.
While performing at the Funnybone Comedy Club in Manchester, Connecticut, the comedian will cause several black audience members to walk out of the show after attempting to make jokes about the death of George Floyd back in 2020. The stand-up show would begin to go off the rails after a heckler referred to Lucas as Titty Man, which led to a back and forth between Lucas and the heckler. After the heckler refused to join Lucas on
Titty
stage
Man.
to engage in a roast battle, he would say this to anger some of the black audiences in the crowd.
Nigga try to ruin the whole show, man. All these fucking good ass white people at my show, And you wanted to show them the reason George Floyd got his neck nailed on. It's just a joke, man. I would have never kneeled on George Floyd's neck. I would have shot that nigga. That was...
That joke would lead several
He goes on. Let's see. Yeah.
black audience members to begin excusing themselves from the show because they thought Lucas' jokes went too far. Now later in the video, Lucas would double down by saying, "I like Kyle Rittenhouse too."
Oh, dude.
After the set made its way online, several comedians and entertainers have weighed in on the
situation. That's what the whole thing is about. And then that led to the conversation of, should comedians police other comedians? Should comedians tell other comedians they can't say this or they can't say that?
I mean, I think every comedian's policy should be, if it's funny, you could say it. That's what I think the policy of comedy is. That's the point of comedy. If it's funny, you could say it. But, I mean, it comes down to...
See, I would say it's different. Because if it's funny, you can say it. You don't know if it's funny till you say it. So my point of that is, you can say anything you want, but it better be funny. If it's
Fair
not,
enough.
then you gotta deal with the consequences.
You gotta deal with the consequences. I mean, I don't, in that situation, I mean, look, the first thing he said seemed to be a response to just speaking, because they didn't show what he said about Rittenhouse, so it's unfair to make any judgments here about what he said.
I'm not even talking
But
about
just
that.
with regard to the two George Floyd, the first line seemed to be a response. Look, if you're going to go to a show and fucking heckle, the comic is going to...
But the person who got heckled ain't the people who got up.
No, but my point is, you put the guy in a situation where he has to bob and weave and move out of his comfort zone and take risks. You're forcing him to do that, so it's hard to hold it against him.
Yeah.
Like you said, he doesn't know if it's funny.
I mean, I got a question. Did you think it was funny?
I didn't think it was funny, but I
think
had
it
no
was-
problem with it.
I think it was funny, but the first line was, showing white people. Well, I liked, the perspective that like, I'm trying to succeed with this kind of crowd, and this other crowd is coming and trying to turn it into something else. That's a unique perspective I haven't heard before. So that's funny. Showing
Danced
people
around that
why
one.
they got
Good.
shot. That's a little bit of like whatever. I mean, but I give him a chance. I give him a pass because he was talking out of pocket. He was just.
Well, first of all, I like to say I don't think that you're able to give him a pass. Just another male-dominant Jew telling people that you're going to give a pass. Can Jewish people actually give a pass? Do you have that power to give a pass?
Well, we won't.
Well, no,
Give
I
it
guess you
to
give
you.
passes to like if a person goes, he's anti-Semite, you go, no, he's not. I'll give him
I mean,
a pass.
I meant I as a comedian like D.L. Hughley, and I don't know, not a black comedian certainly.
And Chris Rock and Eddie Murphy.
Right, exactly. But you asked me.
No, but
so
I
it's-
agree with you though. I'm just busting your balls. I
Clearly.
like to put a little tension on you.
Fine.
I'm trying to learn to do that as a host when we bring people
Right.
on. Put a little pressure on
Well,
them.
he could.
I heard that
You
gets a
know
lot
me,
of
that's what
likes.
I
He
need.
could- he could give
You
the-
know me. That's why I need more anxiety in my life.
he could give the pass, but he gets 10% off the passes.
I will give that comment a pass because it was funny.
No, but like I said, you don't know if it's funny till after you say it. And it's like you said, like who the fuck goes to a show and wants to start? I mean, they call him what they call him?
Titty man.
Titty man. Come on, man. Body shaming
And
him.
dude, he's very funny. Have you seen him on Kill Tony? He was a
Yes,
contestant
I've
on
seen
Kill
him. I've seen
Tony,
him on
and
Kill
he
Tony.
he won. I think he's funny. I think he's funny.
I think he's funny.
I
I had
think
no
he's
problem.
new though too, or younger in comedy. I have no idea. Actually, I'm not even going to say that.
It's
'cause I don't
just
even know.
don't. The guy goes up with the intention of doing a lot of material like that, and then can't read the fact, that the audience doesn't like it. It sticks with it. Then that's an opportunity to go. All right, well, this guy's not reading the room. Seems like he was doing material. They fucked with him. He said some shit that was a little rough, and people got up.
Sounds
That's
like another
not fair.
comedian we both know.
Yeah, right. Well, it sounds like everyone. I mean, I've done that. I
Can we
have.
zoom in on Gary?
Well, yeah, I mean, sure, but I think it's just. I mean, that is what happened to
Could
Michael
you stop
Richards.
banging shit?
I'm sorry, Gary.
That is what happened to Michael Richards. He said regrettable shit.
Well,
after
that
people-
was. I think that was another. He went a little deep.
Nah.
I didn't. No. I didn't excuse what he said, but I said that is how.
I was
that-
gonna bring that up.
That
too.
is
You're not
how
alone
that
there.
situation occurred.
I'm gonna put out an extending loving hand to help you out in that river you just put yourself. That Brian tried to dump you
I
in.
didn't
No, he
thank
didn't
you.
justify
I didn't
what he was
justify
saying.
How did I dump him into it? I was trying to bail him out too.
No,
what do you mean?
were trying to fuck.
How?
I didn't
How?
justify anything.
How, dude?
I didn't justify anything. I was just saying what happened
Yes,
was.
I agree. Somebody fucking. They started heckling him. First of all, he's not a comedian. He's an actor.
He used to be a stand-up.
Oh, did he?
before
Then he
was
should
a-
have. Then he should have handled that better. But I will say this, man. I mean, listen, that's what happens, man. I remember one time, this chick started talking out of pocket and kept going and going, and it was one of those nights that I didn't have my head clicking on everything, so I just said, "Would you shut the fuck up? You're only a 5." You know what I'm saying? Like I said, that's the problem is that you're only a 5, but you have this like I wasn't even being funny. I was just literally calling this girl out for what she was, and she got mad and she was like, "Oh, the host was funnier than you." The host being Mike Merck, and and then if you go on my and what's funny is if you go to my special, the last comment on it says something like the worst comedian I've ever seen. The host should have been the headliner.
Are these
Obviously-
Mike Merck body counts?
No. It was obviously that chick because it's an account that was made that day, and it was like the next day after I went at this chick, and it was exactly what she said. We got a bunch of comments. Let's see what everybody else got to say real quick. Themore, of course. Floyd, what a hoax. I do agree. If you haven't watched the Candace Owens documentary on that one, you should. Different camera angles tell a different story. That's all I can say about that. King Handel says, could you make this bigger so I can see these things, man? King Handel said he wanted attention and he's getting it. I don't even think he did it with the intention to get attention. You know, you think the comedian like wanted attention? I don't think so, man.
You think he didn't have an
No, I
intention
don't-
to,
no, I
to
don't
get
think
Get
attention?
attention? Yeah, I don't think that
Okay.
was intention at all.
don't
And the
think
truth of the matter is, comedians actually prefer you don't record them.
Yeah.
You know how that got out? Because that looked like that was a club recording, though.
Well,
Kind of.
yeah, it looked like
there's a funny bone. There's smaller,
Yeah, I mean that
there's
was.
smaller
I
clubs.
looked like that
Yeah.
was that
Good
looked like
good
the
clubs, though.
club recording, and maybe maybe the club somebody got it. I mean the club probably doesn't. All it does is put. Oh, I didn't know there was a comedy club there. That's all. Not bad for the club.
No, it's not bad for the club, but I'm saying how the video get out.
No, but I'm
'Cause
saying
that
if
doesn't look
somebody
like it
called the
was
club and
recorded.
said, "Hey, can we get the video?"
Oh.
I'm sure. I
I'm
bet he
guessing.
put it out, dude. Yeah, I don't think the club. If they're booking a comedian, do you think the club would be like, "All right, dude, fuck you. We're giving your set out to somebody"?
Yeah, no, I don't think they do that.
Yeah, I don't.
He probably put it out.
Yeah.
In which case, I guess he did want the attention off of it. But I mean, maybe he just felt like,
Maybe dude. Maybe he's making a
people
point.
put
Like,
stuff
listen,
like that up all the time.
he's trying a new joke. Like Adam said, he's trying a new joke, and it didn't work. You know, dude, what the fuck are you doing, dude?
I was gonna eat a banana while you
I
were
dare
talking.
you.
ahead.
I fucking dare you.
What?
No, go ahead. I mean, you got it open. You got to eat it now.
Oh,
Now you
boy.
got to eat.
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat it.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
You guys are creeping me out.
Yeah.
You notice he just likes to tip. He got the shaft down by the chair.
They took mine when I was 8 years old. Here, I thought
Nothing
you-
is sacred.
Here
He's
There's
I
gonna
nothing
have
is
to
sacred.
sneak. He's gonna sneak the rest of that fucking thing, yo. There he goes again.
What's gay about not putting it in? I almost put it in and then I pushed it away.
Yeah.
Oh man, we got some more
we gotta-
comments. You
let's
want to
see
get
the
some more?
comments. Zoom in
Here,
so I
yeah,
can
here,
read
here
them,
you go.
man. It says the crowd will let you know if it's okay or not. Exactly. And listen, my attitude to any comedian up there, just own it. Fucking own it, man. Look, I was trying to be funny. It wasn't funny. What do we got here? If comedians do not push the envelope, no one will. I agree. I also think comedy is one of the last, could I say, bastions? Would that make sense? Did I use the right
I
word?
think if I can interpret the second half, I think that's right.
Of free speech.
Yeah, I think that's the right thing.
You know, so that's why they're going at us. That's why they're saying Chicago. No one should be policing comedy. Lenny Bruce handled that already.
Yeah, and I would even say with comedians though, it's like, dude, what do you're gonna tell them not to say a certain type of joke? The whole point you're doing comedy is to be able to say kind of what you want to say in a funny way, right?
The article didn't really say the video didn't really say what those people said. It just said them weighing in.
We don't give context. We give no context.
No context.
No,
but they did have a lot of comments. Yeah. And a lot of the comments, Ari Spears stuck up for him because somebody was like, oh, you can make fun of black people, but you can't make fun of 9/11 or the Holocaust. And then Ari Spears replied that he didn't agree because he's made jokes about 9/11 and he's heard many jokes about the Holocaust, which is true. Right. You know what I'm saying? Listen, funny jokes are funny.
Funny is funny, 100%.
The problem is some people try to tell those jokes and they're not funny.
And then there's also a little bit of it is some funny is funny, and some funny is not. Not funny to everybody, but those who get it, can understand it, can think it's funny. I don't think that's what's going on in this situation, but I do think that there are some times when it's subjective enough that you don't even understand where I'm coming from, that you're gonna say that wasn't funny, and then if you could get in my head and understand it a little bit more, maybe. I don't know. My default is always just to stay away from anything because I don't like to be the arbiter of what's. I don't like to have to defend that. So I usually just
You're like a fucking fish. You don't want to fucking get involved in anything. I say anything too because I don't want to get involved in it. I don't. You're gonna go right into the camps.
Whoa.
What? We've talked about how they're going to be camps. I always talk about I hope I'm with you guys when I get put in the camps. I'm not saying he's going to go there because he's Jewish. I'm saying he's going to go there because of his naivety. He's just going to take the bus there. He's not even going to know. He's one of the dudes that when Armageddon hits, let me ask you a question. When Armageddon hits, right, are you going to go?
No, hold on. It's not, this isn't Armageddon. It's Armageddon.
Armageddon, whatever.
The hood version.
My English not too pretty.
Yeah, I know. When you said not
Armageddon. Okay, whatever. When it is it Armageddon or
Armageddon?
Armageddon. I thought that's what I said.
Yeah.
Whatever. I have an accent. When it hits, are you gonna go to one of the facilities that they put on the TV that they go, to be safe, come to this facility?
No. I'm not.
You better not. You better go straight to Canada.
I'm not interested in
get
living
that lady and fucking.
I'm not interested.
Canada's the worst place to go.
But he has people out there that he has to grab.
I'm not interested in living in that life. I'm not interested in living in the world at that.
Why would you?
I don't
pop out. You're just gonna run outside and let them eat you.
Well, no. I would let. I wouldn't necessarily turn into a zombie. I wouldn't want to do that either. But I'm not interested.
Yeah, because then really it's not over. It's just a much more.
Yeah, you don't know how much worse. You honestly don't know how much worse that could be. That could be way worse.
Sounds like way worse.
Sounds like way worse.
Yeah, I feel like
I think that if it was that kind of situation where you honestly you're helping people out by just getting rid of yourself, I'd be on the line and get rid of myself.
I'm sad to hear that, man.
I don't need to live in that life.
I'm sad but not surprised.
I don't need to live in that world. Yeah, I mean.
Let King Handle. What did King Handles have to say?
Yeah, we
got a bunch of them. Let's see. King Handles.
I get a big for you, bro. Here you go.
King Handle says he should have went at the people that actually heckled him. It speaks to his lack of skills as a comedian. Well, I think he's also a young comedian. I don't think he's been around for that much. I think the Heathcliff thing, right? Is that a Hedgecliff?
Yeah, Hedgecliff.
Hedgecliff. I think that kind of blew him up quicker than he probably expected.
There's also that didn't really. It started with this, and then they walked out when he said that. We really don't know if he went after those people. We really don't know what happened.
Yeah.
It's hard to...
Well, it didn't look edited. And in a way, it looked like he was going at them.
Right.
Because he was saying the problem was in going at them, he also went at Floyd. I guess is the problem. But that's the problem. He sees Floyd as a hoax. He's not under... he sees Floyd as somebody that's shouldn't have statues. The dude had a record who knows how long. He was high on fentanyl. It's like... He's not a hero. It's horrible that anyone should die. That is horrible when anyone's life goes too soon. I want to make that clear. But at the end of the day, does that make him a hero? I don't think it does. And I think the point he was trying to make was that they weren't being exactly good representatives of his people.
I want to give Lucas his credit. He started in Georgia. He was on MTV show Yo Mama as a teenager. and
sweet.
then he started doing stand-up, I guess, teenage years sometimes. And then he moved to L.A. He has a hit show, or he's on the hit show Roast Me on All Def Digital and on Kill Tony, the #1 live recorded podcast.
So this dude was also then the headliner. So in other words, everyone there came to see him.
Yeah.
This wasn't a situation where
I could find. I'll find that out.
I mean,
find out
based
what
on
it
what
was,
you're saying, it sounds like that's the case, and that's kind of worse because now this dude is up there. He came in with a plan for a show. If he's a responsible comedian, which it sounds like he is, he knows exactly what he wants his time to be. And yeah, somebody drops a fork, he'll make a joke about the fork, whatever. But he comes for a show, and they're probably charging a good ticket price for the show, and there's $20 drinks and all this shit, and somebody calls him out. It's just not
Titty Man. Is that what you
Titty
call him?
Man. It's just not worth at that. To me, the show is over at that point. To me, the show is over at that point.
We can go see him tonight, dude. He's gonna be there for the next couple days, dude.
Oh, dope.
If you guys want to go see David Lucas,
Go check him
Manchester,
out, man.
Connecticut, the Funnybone.
Yeah, fuck that,
Sounds
man.
like
Fight.
go.
Go check him out just out of spite for anybody who thinks that they should try to quiet down what a comedian has to say. King Handel says, my favorite time a comedian heckled the hecklers was when Martin Lawrence said, somebody put something in his mouth. My zipper is stuck. It's a good take on a very quick thing.
Established, yeah.
One of my favorite, I mean, I don't think anyone handles hecklers like you do, to be honest. You're one of my favorite. One of my best was we was at the Pier and somebody called him gay. And he said, if I was gay, we'd be in the bathroom right now and you'd be sucking my dick. And he goes, because if I was gay, I'd be proud of it, not closeted, like some of the people in this audience. I know I didn't say it to the same way he did, but that's basically what it meant, and it was fucking good. And speaking of, and it was good, got a comment, rated G during the day, no doubt. But we usually do during the day.
Yeah, but we did a nighttime one the other day, and I want to give
late night one. We went to like 3 a.m.
Yeah, and he
for
was
anyone who
was
there.
watching.
Big up, that's right. He was there. Big
yeah.
up to you. Big up to King Handles. Big up to Michelle. They were all there, man.
And it was good shooting a documentary right now. I showed you some of that footage. You remember the?
Oh, yeah.
It's coming out. It's coming out soon.
Big up to you, man.
Yeah, you need something, Adam? You need something over
No,
there?
I'm just watching you cut cameras back and forth, and I'm very impressed.
Yeah, thanks, dude. You know,
It's very cool.
Yeah, I got 2 computers going, and I got a little.
He's like a DJ, dude.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've seen.
Is that the last comment we got?
No, we got more.
Oh, so why not? Why are you not getting to them?
Well, because I mean, Adam was about to give me some credit, and you just cut him off. So I'd like to hear what Adam has to say.
Nobody
That's why I
here
have the
wants to
camera on
fucking
Adam.
suck your dick, man. Let's go, man. What are you here? You're here to get fucking, your ego rubbed?
Oh, well, sorry, I don't get my ego rubbed
My
every night
daughter,
on
Jasmine.
stage.
Jasmine says, let the man eat his banana. Dad, I hope you're drinking water after seeing the stone on your last podcast. I'm drinking water, Mama. I'm drinking a lot of water.
You got great kids, Gary. Your kids are great.
I love my kids. Lauren says, hi. Hey, Lauren. What's Armageddon? Armageddon is the destruction of the world. When you turn on your television one day and it doesn't turn on, and you go to your computer and it doesn't turn on, and you look outside and people are looting and rioting, and, it's the end of this shit.
It's like Deep Impact.
It's like Deep Impact. Michelle Balducci says, just came on. I'm at work. Hi, Brian, Gary, and Adam, with a little heart and a kiss. Well, right back at you, sweetheart. Good to see you last night. And Melissa, hey, Melissa, how you doing? To my brother, I said, what's up? I got a little family on today, man. All right. Rock and roll, man.
Sweet.
Big up to everybody, man. What's today, Thursday?
Thursday, yeah.
Yep.
Thursday. All right, we got some more. Let's see what we got here. Lauren says, she says, no, I know Armageddon. I don't know. I know Armageddon. I don't know Armageddon. They already did that. They already made fun of me for that.
Oh, no. It was a late. She replied to the comment. And we got.
You're showing to it late. Okay, all right. Well, okay, you're not wrong. We all agree with you. Look, I never claimed to be smart. In fact, I say the opposite. I have a GED.
Right.
Okay. So don't get mad at me that I don't know words. I'm not afraid to try. It's people like you that hold people down. You want to keep us in the ghettos. Okay? I'm not afraid to be wrong. I'm not afraid to be wrong, man. Let's hear Banana Man's take on Flat Earth. Banana Man.
Banana Man. Was that like the white version of Big Titty Man? Or what it was?
Nah, Banana Man sounds like a superhero.
Well, it sounds like a superhero in a porn movie.
Nah, what you do is you fucking when there's a crime being committed, you show up, you take the banana peel, you deep throat the banana, then chuck the peel in front of the running criminal. He slips, falls, boom, you save the day. Jasmine says it's your ignorance that makes you adorable. Thank you, Ma. I appreciate that. It's nice to know your kids know you're ignorant.
Well, it's good. I think your kid when your kids know you well, they can give you an honest, and if they still like you even despite your ignorance, then you know that you're doing well.
Well, yeah, that's good. I mean, that explains why your kids still love you.
My kids are too young to know that. I tried to explain to them that I was not a good father, and they didn't believe me.
You want me to explain it to them?
I'm just waiting. At this point, I'm just waiting for them to figure it out.
We're actually doing cameos like that for Gary.
What do we got here? Lauren says, what? I was supposed to get a GED, but they gave me a diploma instead. No clue how that happened.
Oh.
Sound like a really good candidate for a GED. Yeah, listen, I got the GED somewhere, man. We didn't even get to walk down an aisle or nothing to get it. They just, I think, sent it to us in the mail.
Yeah, I mean, graduation wasn't that great.
Yeah, I never been to a high school prom. You went to a high school prom?
Yeah, I went to a couple. Actually, I went to one every year
Oh my
because I
God.
was getting bitches back then,
Oh
dog.
my God.
And apparently they were getting younger and younger.
Yeah.
Right, when he says every
Good
year,
thing
he
about
means
16-year-olds is
when he says every
I
year,
keep getting older and they keep staying the same.
when he says he went to the
Clip,
prom every
cut,
year, he
cut.
means every year in his 20s.
Yeah.
Even still, dog.
I
Still
never
a little
went to
sick, you sick bastard.
I never went to the prom either.
You never went to the prom?
We had a graduation at the
Too
Paramount
afraid
Theater,
to
though,
invite
at
somebody? Is that what it
Madison
was?
Wait, I can't hear what he said, man.
Sorry.
What'd he say?
I said we had our graduation at at Madison Square Garden, though, at the Paramount.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, because I went to a big high school.
Big high school? Was it a Jewish high school or a regular high school?
Well, it was an arts
Full of
high school.
heathens.
It was an arts high school, so there were a lot of Jews there, but it
Oh,
wasn't a
it was
Jewish.
heathens. What high school was it?
It was called Edward R. Murrow High School for
okay.
communication arts. That's actually where I got into lighting.
Oh, that's very cool, man. Yeah, but at least you got to graduate. How come you didn't go to the prom? Couldn't get a date?
Yeah, you
Didn't wanna go?
you said it was a big school.
didn't
No,
have
I had a
prom?
girlfriend actually, but no, I didn't. I guess we were broken up by that point. I had a girl who wanted to go with me, but I was like, I don't really want to hang out with these people. I don't want to spend $1,200 to hang out with these
Yeah,
people.
no, I actually I can understand that. It doesn't really seem like a dance prom doesn't really seem like your scene.
Well,
either.
you know, part of the problem was I didn't get any respect in high school until my senior year. So everyone in my year and above, so everyone who was below me was like, "Oh, that dude's pretty cool," but I just didn't want to hang out with more people who were going to make fun of me all night. So
I was going to ask you that question, man. I was going to ask you that question if, you got disrespected a lot in school.
I mean, I think,
Picked on
I
or
think you
bullied.
probably know the answer to
Or
that
did they
question.
just leave you alone?
Dude, I
No,
used
I
to
mean, you
get
could have just
roasted,
went
too.
unnoticed.
No, it wasn't like that.
No.
There's no way no one's going to notice me. I mean, I'm going to be in the way all the time.
See, that's the problem. You seem to be in the way. I've been on both sides of those, man. I was on the side of getting bullied up until 7th grade.
Yeah.
Yeah. Drugs saved me from getting bullied. That's what happened. I started smoking weed.
Say the line you wanted to say.
I was about to say drugs saved my life.
Yeah,
Is that what
that's- yeah, that's what
you
you're
knew?
gonna
Yeah, it's the truth.
Yeah.
But I don't think my life was really on the line. But I would say this: drugs definitely stopped me from getting bullied.
That's good.
And I'm not encouraging any kids out there,
They are-
to
No,
do
if there's
drugs
any-
if you're
if there's
getting
any-
bullied. But I am saying if you're about to get bullied and you have a blunt that's well rolled, and say, listen, instead of beating me up, why don't we just smoke this and talk about it? I'm not saying that's something that you shouldn't probably think of. It works.
I love how you think there are little kids listening to this podcast. If there's any
Well,
kids,
rated G is for the kids, man.
if there's anyone impressionable here,
Young ones.
Fucking Brian, man. Could you get your fucking mind out of the kitty's booty holes for a second? Fucking Brian, man. He's like a mental fucking.
I can't help myself.
You're like a mental pedo. People would just fucking dream about it, but I'll never do it. I'm just mentally. This
Man,
motherfucker right
he
here.
did roll up here in that giant ice cream truck. You know? All the prices are free. It's like, you want a Buffalo Bill? That's free. You want a Cleveland Steamer? That's free.
Cleveland steamer.
A rusty trombone? That's free.
His trombone's probably rusty. You look like you got a rusty trombone. You got a rusty trombone.
Rusty trombone.
I offered the dirty Dago. That's what I said.
The dirty Dago. I like that.
Dago is a term, a terrible term for what?
Italians.
Italians?
Yeah.
I don't know where that. I know where WAP
Dago.
comes from, but I don't know. Where
Dago sounds like it's a good one. But what does it mean?
There's I'm not sure what Dago means, but I know
'Cause that sounds like a good kind of you fucking Dago.
it's a good
Sounds kind of good.
it's a good slur.
It sounds like
It sounds like a good slur.
Like I think I was called a spick maybe once or twice, and I don't even remember. Like
Yeah, I
it
mean,
has no sting to it.
I
Spick.
mean, people ask me a lot. I don't think I was ever in my life. I don't think I was ever. It hasn't happened yet, and maybe it will happen today. I haven't been the subject of any sort of anti-Semitic.
No one's ever said you dirty Jew.
I've never heard. No one's ever referred to me as a dirty Jew.
No one.
No, I don't think I've been very lucky. Although I know a lot of people who have. I mean,
I was asking Adam yesterday because I forgot who it was, but somebody said that when they hear somebody say the word Jew and they're not Jewish, that they find it offensive.
Oh, dude, I say that. So I mean, maybe we could ask the question here. But Michael Rappaport made a whole video about that online. I didn't know it wasn't.
He was saying it's offensive?
Correct. Yeah, he was saying it's offensive.
Oh, well, we should care because Rappaport said it.
Well, no, I mean, no, he made the video.
Great actor,
No, he made
but
the
just
video.
made me. I think during COVID I started hating him. Not hating. Hating's a big word, but I think during COVID I just didn't want to hear.
He made the video, and I brought it up to you on the phone.
Oh, all right.
Because me and you were talking about that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you aren't, right? You don't think that that's a slur if they're not Jewish and they say it?
I will say that.
Well, we did say it depends on how you use
It
it.
depends on how you use it.
Like
I
dirty
said,
Jew would be a slur.
Well, in that situation.
I also said it doesn't make a good adjective.
Well, what I had said was it's a problem when you.
You know what I'm saying? What were you saying? Go ahead.
I said when you use it as a verb, it's not good. Like
When you use it as a verb.
Like I Jewed him down. That's definitely not a good
I Jewed
verb.
him down, yeah.
I Jewed him down, but
And then I said as an adjective.
as an adjective.
You know what I'm
like-
saying? Like why do you got to be so Jewish with your money?
You know what?
That's. Oh yeah, that's an adjective also. Yeah.
And
Or
then-
So it's only good as a noun.
well, no, I just again, I don't. In this situation, I don't think I have. I don't think I am licensed to give somebody a pass on that.
I think well,
because
Being the only Jew on this show right now, you can speak for all the Jews.
he's the
Speak
expert.
for all the Jews.
He's the expert.
You're the expert,
But you
dude.
couldn't say he's the Jew expert. You couldn't say
I can
you
speak-
say
if I have
that.
to speak for all
Is
the
it an
Jews.
adjective or a noun if you say it like that?
I would think the proper terminology would be he's an expert in Judaism.
Am I a Emmy-winning Jew? Is that what it is? Because you need somebody. You need somebody from.
Aren't they all?
Well, it's a lot easier for us. It's like a birthright thing. It's like
It's like
if you're Jewish and you've never been to the Emmys, they'll just somebody will let you in.
so it'll get you there. So it'll get you there.
It's part of that. I mean, I got to be honest. I just, I don't feel any more comfortable. Not saying no, I'm not comfortable, but I've never had anyone speak ill to me like that, so it would be hard for me to evaluate. I'll put it that way.
I'll tell you this, Spick didn't hurt me, but Dirty Puerto Rican did.
Yeah,
I think if you
well,
put
the
dirty
is
dirty
it's
is a
the
good
dirty.
one.
It's
Dirty's a
not
good,
the
just
Puerto
saying dirty.
Dirty,
And
right.
then a nationality, that becomes a hate crime.
Yeah, well,
Like if I just punch you in the face, that's fine. But if I punch you
No,
in the
it's not
face and
fine.
say,
It's not fine.
if I punch you in the face
It's
and
a
say,
different crime, but it's not fine.
How do you like that? You dirty Italian. Then it's a hate crime.
well, what if you call them the wrong thing? What if
Especially
what if
since I'm Sicilian, dog.
what if I punch you and I say, "How do you like that, you dirty Algerian"? Is that like that? Your hate? What, was I wrong?
No, you'd be
I
about
hate the
you'd
wrong
be about
person.
18% correct.
Yeah.
You got to do 23 and me. If it comes out to 51,
Yo, but you just made a good point. What if me and you jumped him because we thought he was Algerian for whatever reason, And as we're jumping him, we're like, "You dirty Algerian. How do you like that? You fucking Algerian, right?" And then it winds up he's not Algerian. Is it still a hate crime?
yeah, I don't know. We
Because
didn't
he's not Algerian.
We
You know what I'm
didn't cover
saying?
that in my many years of law school. I don't know.
Could you call
But I mean, you would consider yourself to be a liberal, right?
I don't align with anybody. I really.
Why
don't.
am I not surprised to that?
just-
I mean, I don't either. I don't either.
I do because the things that are important to me, nobody's really talking about. So there you go.
I know one thing that's important to you:
What's that?
health insurance and paying deductibles. You don't like that?
Yeah, I mean, I have a real issue with the way that the insurance system in this
Oh,
country
yeah, it's a
works.
scam, dog.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, I mean,
it's
you're
a-
Jewish. Can't you change that?
I mean,
Whoa.
Don't you have the power
the power what,
and the brain power
It's
too?
not
Let me
like
tell
it's
you,
not like
you come
it's
from
not
a
like I'm
very
one of the
smart-
X-Men. It's
You
not
come
like I
from
have
a
this-
very smart lineage of people,
I do, but
so
I
you
mean,
can't figure out how to make this better.
I'm gonna go back to I'm gonna go back to the origin of Dago because I got that for us.
Okay, let's go to that.
It's a nickname, a Portuguese nickname for a deckhand, and they kind of transformed it to Dago, and it was a term for Spanish, Portuguese, and Italians.
Oh, so Spanish people. I'm a Dago too.
A dirty Dago, yeah.
Oh, cool.
But Guinea, you've heard that term, right?
Yeah,
Guinea?
of course, Guinea.
Yeah, that's like Papua New Guinea because the Sicilian skin was so dark, it was kind of like saying the N-word when they say Guinea. Yeah, that's where it comes
Oh,
from.
you
This is-
fucking Guinea.
yeah, for
Oh,
like
wow,
New
that's-
Guinea, Papua New Guinea.
That's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah,
You know, when you relate it to the N word, it sounds like a much more harsher word.
it is. Yeah,
It
that's
never. I used to be like that's one of the dumbest ones that was out there, Guinea. I thought it was the dumbest one, but now that you gave me a good measure,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's a pretty good one.
yeah, like bad one. You mean right?
It's a, well, it's
Or-
pretty,
Well, I mean, a
it's pretty
good one
strong
to it's a strong one.
It's a one to use. Yeah.
Yeah, you stupid Guinea.
Whoa.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, see that?
How that make you feel? No, I did that just to get to see if it did it sting.
It stings a little. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I stings a
If
little.
you want to feel better, you can call me. What's a good one to call Spanish people that hurts us?
No,
There's one.
I mean, you know what?
Dirty Puerto
I-
Rican
no, I
is
always-
a good
I-
one, but
I-
we already used that.
I always like when I get half Puerto Rican, half Italian friends. I'm like, listen, bro, you're Puerto Rican as far as Italians are considered.
Oh, because you consider yourself white? Because that's the same thing with like white. You are whatever taints the white. Like if you're white in something else, you're that something else.
Yeah, but we don't. I mean, I guess we consider ourselves white. I never really thought about it. I mean, because I'm American, you know, like very American. So I'm white, you know.
You are very American.
But like if I, grew up in
You're
Italian,
like an American Guinea.
yeah, wow.
My ex had this story about how she was.
Now here's the question: everything we just did, is that okay? Considering we're all those things and we were just going at each other, or now are people out there going to get upset?
I mean,
I don't know. Are there any Guineas out there that got mad? Do I really want a career? Let's go to the comments real quick, yo.
Themore says sounds like the name of a car, which referring to the Dago.
Dago,
comment.
yes, man, the '96 Dago. Great model.
It was a good year. Sharon,
You were born when?
91.
90. So you're a '91 Dago.
Yeah, I'm a 91.
those didn't have much room in the trunk.
And you're what? You're 79,
I'm a
right?
'79.
So
Dago.
79 Spick.
Oh, 79. Nah, that don't sound like a car.
You're not born in 70.
I'm a 70. No, I'm a 70.
No, dude, the 79 Spick. It was like a fastback. It was
I'm a
pretty
70,
short.
Born in
70.
70.
Yeah.
70.
I'm a 70 dirty Puerto Rican.
Coop, right? Because you're the small one.
What do we got here? Who's this? Melissa says, we have stuff for Mama Cat for you.
Oh, nice.
Thank you. That's one of those things you probably could have texted me, but it's okay. It's nice to know.
Gee, you're such a dick.
Can't help it. San Diego. San Diego?
San Diego.
San Diego.
San
The
Diego.
place
Is it
of,
spelled the same way?
yeah, the place of deckhands.
Well,
No,
no.
well, Diego means deckhand.
Oh.
No, Diego is. I thought Diego meant David. And is that right? Diego means deckhand.
Well, so there's the term Diego, which would like if you're referring to somebody who would be a deckhand, but there's also a name Diego.
Okay,
you
gotcha.
know?
I thought it was Dago.
like the name Ruby.
Well,
there's a
well, it
Ruby the
evolved.
name, but then there's a Ruby the jewel.
Gotcha.
I was just trying to make it in terms that
No, I
understand. You know.
Ruby, that's one of those cheap jewels, right? That's one of those ones that nobody would bother
It's the
putting on a ring,
ones
right?
I got
You
in
know,
here.
you can
Yeah.
Sell those
Fake
for 46.
rubies.
Fake rubies?
Yeah.
Fake ruby slippers. Ruby.
What do we
Ruby
got
Ruby
here?
Soho.
I think there's more. We're missing some, man. People are taking the time to write. Let's take the time to read them, baby. Come on. It is a port city with massive naval presence. Okay. We learned something new. You got the water by you. Why you?
Oh, no,
why you?
I
what,
was-
you want me to
I
go
was-
over there and
I
and
was
pour it for you?
cheersing
Oh,
to the thing that the person commented.
Oh.
I was like going.
Oh,
I was raising
okay.
a glass to that statement.
This one might be. Let's see where Timur's going with this one. Jews, the only religion that don't identify as nationalists, no matter where they are Jews. I don't see nothing bad with that comment.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, I think his point is that
They take over everything.
No, I think
I don't know. I want to see where he was going.
That was not his point at all.
I think his point was that
That's what I got from it. So see, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes people reach it wrong.
Like you. Yeah. I mean, I think what he's saying is like I consider myself maybe American, or if there are Jews in another country, they'll consider themselves of Jewish people and of Jewish descent rather than of the country that they're in.
Okay.
Which I like, dude. I respect that. That's the one thing. It's not the one thing. There's multiple things.
Well, I wasn't even born in Puerto Rico, and I consider myself a Puerto Rican.
but you're not that.
so does everyone else.
So does everyone else. There's no
But how many
denying it.
generations removed from Puerto Rican are you? Puerto Rico.
My mother and father were born in Puerto Rico.
Yeah. Do you know when the last person that in my lineage was born in the land of Israel? Thousands of years ago. So that's
Isaiah,
well, I don't know what his name was, but the point is like
David,
no, I mean
Saul.
I'm sure.
I'm sure you related to one of them, right?
I mean, there's and we all go back to Abraham, but I think the point more is that the Jews were driven out of the land of Israel a long time ago. Do you think that 4,000 years from now, your ancestors are going to be still practicing the ways of Puerto Rico? That's the question.
That sounds like a diss.
I don't mean it as a diss.
Have you ever heard,
I don't know. He's
have
very
you ever heard
educated.
bachata? I think so, dude. 4,000 years, dude. That
I'm
shit
not
lasts.
saying you. I'm not saying
So
you
what are you
would.
trying to say, that Puerto Rico won't be like flourishing as Puerto
Puerto
Rico?
Rico
You know,
is
the
weak.
problem is that
You're
they-
saying they're all going to be speaking Chinese in a
No,
couple
I
of
didn't
years?
say that. I'm just asking, what do you think is the question?
I don't. It's not very often that I actually think. And that's probably the problem. I talk about deep shit
Yeah,
without
dude, this
thinking.
podcast is not long for you, too.
This podcast
This
is a
episode.
I think that's we're gonna. There's no hate in any of this talk, by the way, man. See, this is actually proof that Jews, Puerto Ricans, and Dagos could all get along. This is fun, man.
I know, yeah.
Listen, I think everybody should grab a bunch of their friends of different ethnicities and go into a room and just kind of abuse each other in love. Because then it'll hurt less when you go into the street and a stranger does it to you. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm on to something.
Yeah,
Because this is very fun.
Maybe if women had podcasts where they just catcalled each other all day, then they wouldn't it hurt so much when they got catcalled, right? Bunch of
Wait, women don't have podcasts?
no, they do have podcasts.
They do,
but
just no one
not
listens
good-
to
yeah,
them.
no,
not
but if
good
they
ones.
just sat around, I didn't say that.
Which is why we don't have a lot of
I
women
did not
listeners.
say that.
They look nice, though.
Shouldn't have brought it up.
I like the one with that girl with the big tits. You know what I'm talking about? She's got the real big tits and the nice ass.
No.
Whatever.
That's like the time when I said to Gary, I was like, "Remember that bar we played?" And he looked at me and he goes, "You're gonna have to be a little bit more specific than that."
Do you remember that bar we played? Fucking dude.
Silent laughter.
Oh man. Okay, here we go. Themor says, reminds me of the Ford Pinto. In Spanish, Pinto means no go. Thought it was a type
No,
of
that's
bean.
Nova. The Chevy Nova they tried to sell in South America, and it was a Nova, so no go. So that's why it didn't sell. I think that might have been what he was referring to.
A challenge there on the comment.
Lauren says, 80s baby here. And then Michelle, here you go, Gary. Read this one. I'll make it bigger.
She says, I'm a guinea, but haven't been listening, so I don't know if I should be mad or not. Yes, spelled it wrong.
Yeah, it's like Papua New Guinea, Michelle. Like the country. Here you go.
Oh, all right. My daughter's there. Oh, this just made me realize I'm going to send you a screenshot of my Ancestry DNA. I've never showed it to you. I don't even know why you did that. I'm so upset at her for doing that, man. Sending your DNA off
I know,
to
half of
someone you
yours
don't
is out
even
there
know.
now, dude.
Yeah, you got half my DNA out there, man. Now, now
she
that's in
know-
a file.
Does she
And if
know
I
about
ever accidentally commit a crime, then that'll come up. They'll know you're my daughter, and then they'll find me.
She know that
And I
they
know
captured,
this because I saw this on Forensic Files.
they captured the Golden State Killer that way.
Yeah, see, man, you just put me in danger. I love you still.
Jasmine, can you send it to Gary, and then Gary, can you send it to me?
Listen,
I'd be
if they
interested in
want
seeing the nationalities.
If they want my DNA, they're gonna have to scrape it off the wall on McDougal Street, just like. Okay.
Why are you jerking off on the walls in the Jews?
That was the point of the joke, but I didn't quite.
He didn't like that. He didn't like that.
No, it's fair.
It's like
joke.
a rim shot.
The joke bombed. You might as well just call me Joe Coy.
What? Nice, dude.
Yeah.
We got an Italian Polish. So I'm not even gonna go there. There's too much to work with there, Lauren. Melissa Torres says, laughing my ass off.
Oh, nice.
Themore says, how many nations? I can't read this, dude. Come on.
Yeah.
Help me out.
There you go. I don't think we want to read this one. It's a little rough.
How many nations did Jews been kicked out of? Adam?
Like I'm supposed to keep a tally?
I thought you guys all kept a tally.
A lot.
Don't you guys get like a mailing, something mailed to you that gives you like an update?
Like the national debt, like we have we got the board on 34th Street. This is how many Jews have been kicked out of country. Jews have been kicked out of a lot of countries. Kicked out of Babylon, kicked out of Rome, kicked out of Greece, kicked out of, and not even kicked out of. Sometimes chased out of. Sometimes we don't even want to let you go. You're gonna escape. A lot of places. I mean, the Nazis.
Why do you think that is?
This says 109.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I didn't even know there were that many countries.
There's
I think
almost
there's
300.
No, I think it's like 179.
I thought it was two.
Well, you got the thing right there. Why guess?
270 something.
Let's see who's right.
I thought it was closer to 270 something. This is like the closest to the number without going over.
Yeah, whoever goes over automatically.
Yeah, well, we both busted, but it's 195.
195.
Okay.
Yeah, but
So
then
you were right.
Yeah, but then
You were
there's
closer.
there's a couple that they don't like count.
fair
You know,
enough.
like
Ukraine,
Palestine,
Ukraine.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not even saying that to diss anybody. I'm just saying, are those the ones? Because obviously there's an argument about that.
Yeah.
know.
So there's 195 countries, and Jews have been kicked out of 109 of them.
Yeah, but I'm sure a lot of some of those countries aren't there anymore.
And what
Like
constitutes
Syria.
What constitutes Jews get like two Jews? Like two Jews, we kicked the Goldbergs out. Let's add one more hashtag. So we kicked two Jews out of Switzerland because they were dicks. I mean, does that count? I don't know.
I mean, if you want, we can go through. I have the list.
No.
Of the countries?
Yeah.
No, it's fine. I mean, I'm sure. I'm sure that there's.
Look, man, the dude wants to sleep at night. He don't want to go to sleep thinking that this is going to be the next country he gets kicked out of.
Whoa.
Well, I mean, there was a lot.
I mean, there's a lot of Palestine sympathizers out there now, man. They might try to do it again.
I mean, honestly,
I'd be very leery of free trips. That's all I'm saying. I would just be very leery if you get like free plane tickets in your mail.
So what you're saying is that you're doing me a favor by not paying for all of my travel to come out here these couple days.
Of course, I want you to know you can trust me.
But almost.
Yeah, you didn't take the train down here, did you?
No, I wouldn't take. You can't take the train here. You gotta fucking go to California. You gotta fly to California to take a train here.
Really? I thought you can get it in Philly.
Yeah, I was exaggerating.
bus.
Bus. Oh, okay. Do we have comments over here, or am I bugging?
We have tons of them.
Well, then why are you slacking? Let's see. I think Gary's onto something. Sharon, what's up? Sharon Morgan, first time commenter. Michelle Balducci, thank you, Brian, mentioning my big tits and nice ass.
I don't know when I did that, but you're welcome.
That's nice of you, Brian. He's a gentleman.
I don't know if that meant during this podcast.
Nova. He's right, Nova.
Yeah.
There you go.
Lauren says, "Oh my God, always talk about New Guinea. My daughter has a cousin from there."
Oh, so she actually has a cousin that is a Guinea.
I wonder if you can say that to them though.
Is there an old Guinea?
I think it's just regular Guinea.
Or any Italian over 70?
My Uncle Joe is an old Guinea. Oh, traveling runner.
Traveling runner, what's up, baby?
What's good?
Big up to you, traveling runner. Jasmine says, what's Jasmine say? I could what?
I could send it to my dad's text. Yeah, text it to him. Text it to him. Theomore says, ha ha ha. And then Michelle says, when Brian was talking about women's podcast, I was trying to be funny, guys. Oh, sorry.
No, you were very funny. Yeah. And I think he was talking about your tits and ass, because if we're going to keep it real, that little midget right there got some big titties and a big ass. And we love you for that.
Little person. Gary, little person.
She doesn't mind me saying midget. She says midget, too.
She just sent it. Yeah, forward the text over to me, G.
Oh, boy. You want that?
He's eating peanuts, too? You got, like, low blood sugar or something like that, dude? Like, what's going on? I mean, we're doing, like, a 2-hour podcast. You're going to have probably 2 hours before the show. So I'm just curious. Is it conditional, or is it just this is how you are? You just like to eat all day?
I don't know. I just kind of felt like I would. I don't know. I didn't really think about it. Sorry.
I'm not giving you a hard time.
Yes, you are.
I mean, I don't know. I just thought I'd snack during the podcast. I didn't think that it was going to be distracting.
No, it's not. It's almost like when you do a show and you go up with a phone or a book, and then you keep looking at it to see what you want to talk about next.
Is that right?
Almost.
Yeah, but it's much worse.
Yeah, it's probably much worse.
I'm sorry. I won't eat it.
Live and learn. I just sent.
No, I like the little. You got salted peanuts, a banana. It's a well-rounded diet.
You came well prepared.
You know what?
And it could have been worse. You could have bought chips. Then I would have been mad at you. I'd have been like, dude, are you eating fucking chips right now on the podcast? But you have quiet things over there. You got your little quiet banana. Gay. A little slow on that one.
But I did want to say, I didn't get offered anything. Did you? Like a banana or
I don't want no banana.
a couple peanuts?
You want a banana?
No, I don't. But I would like to be offered. Is that
like
wrong?
I didn't
want a
get a
banana.
chance to offer the peanuts. The banana.
You were shoving them in your face.
I didn't even eat a single peanut yet.
I saw.
But the bag's
done.
open.
The bag is open.
Yeah, I mean, dude, before you even, when you bring it up and put it on the
like-
table, it was like, hey,
you
guys want some?
I feel like I'm getting to you. We might just get
I'd
that
like to
drama that
point
we're
out-
looking for all the
I'd
time.
like to point out that I didn't ask to be on this podcast.
We appreciate you for coming. I know Brian does. He doesn't like me beating up on him all the
I know,
time.
yeah, it's nice to be able to gang up on him.
I understand that bringing food was a mistake.
No,
I
it wasn't.
apologize.
No, it wasn't. No, the mistake was not offering it to us.
Well,
That
I
was the
didn't get a
mistake.
chance to
I don't
offer.
want your nuts either.
I know, yeah. You
He has a banana and nuts.
Dude, you had me sitting here for 55 minutes on the show, just salivating over
nuts?
your banana. Did you banana
You
your nuts,
wasn't
dude?
gonna
You're
offer
salivating
you the
over his banana and
after the
nuts.
gay
Yeah,
shit.
dude, yeah.
And you didn't. I will reiterate, you didn't give me a chance to not offer you.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize 55 minutes and 22
I
seconds.
just
was-
opened the nuts.
but they were here.
This is the gayest argument I've ever heard in all my life. But it's nice to know that.
You know, Brian lures
Don't say
me in
nothing, man.
because he pretends to be a nice guy. Then the podcast starts, and
Themore is actually sticking up for you right now.
thanks.
Themore says puff, puff, pass. And you're wondering why he got the munchies.
I'm not smoking. I'm smoking a cigarette over here. Yeah, I'm not. I got no munchies.
No, but I've been giving him some weed.
Oh, he's got the munchies. Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought he was talking about me because
No one's talking. Why is everything got to be about you?
We were just talking about me. Asking
Holy
see
shit.
what happens? You see, this is what it's like when you're not here.
this is, oh boy.
That's first of all, that was the most bitchiest thing I've ever saw in my life just now. He came out and said, see what happens? This is the way he acts when you're not here.
Oh my God, I wish
This
I
is the way
wasn't
he acts
here.
when you're not here.
Yeah, see, this is what I can do. So I just turn his mic. I turn his mic down, and then he just can't say anything anymore. And then it's just a podcast with me and Adam. Rated B with Brian Licata.
A and B.
Yeah, you gonna put my shit back on? There you go. Because I'm not gonna waste my words. Themore says, my dude bought props for the show. Well played, Banana Man.
Thank you very much. He recognizes.
Well played, Banana Man.
He recognizes that sometimes you come prepared with stuff to talk about.
Traveling Runner wants to know, are the nuts salted?
The nuts are salted. Very
They are?
salted. Yeah, well,
Yeah,
you
they
know,
better be,
the
man.
water
Nothing
would-
worse than people who just eat dry nuts. Gay. It's all about you, Tupac voice. Yes. Thank you. I think I just understood that. What am I looking at here? You hiding another one? There's
No,
one
that
more
was it.
there.
That was all of them.
That was it? Really?
Yeah, that was it. Thank you. Yeah, you just
No,
gave
we
me-
never said kosher salt.
Oh, that
kosher
just
salt,
came in,
I
dude.
presume. That's the last one. How was that?
Thank you.
What are you giving me? I told you I don't want your nuts, man.
Yeah, they're
How
delicious.
dare you? How fucking
Thank
dare you? First of all, just pour them on my table right there like nuts don't leave crumbs. And then try to... Never mind, man. I'm done picking on you. I don't know why I'm a bully. It's because I've been bullied, and that's what happens.
I know why. Because you're mean and you don't like yourself. That's why you're a bully. You beat people up to make yourself feel better about yourself. That's why I do it, and I assume that's why everyone else does too.
But I mean, I always punch up.
I'm glad. I'm glad you know. I'm glad you know I'm better than you.
That's true. That's why I expect more from you. I mean, you've been to college.
I've dropped out of 5 different schools.
He's been to 8.
Well, I mean, but
I've been
you
to
tried,
5.
But you tried 5 times. You're not a quitter. Well, you know.
No, I dropped out of all of them. I quit 5
Nah,
times.
you're very much a quitter.
I'm a serial quitter, dude.
Yeah, you are a serial quitter.
But I'm also a serial relapser too. So I might try. I might go back to school again just to quit.
What does Steve Moore have to say over here about that? How about a conspiracy litmus test? Moon landing, JFK, 9/11. I can assure you he doesn't care about any of that stuff.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care about any of that stuff.
Yeah, he don't care about
I
all
am-
that stuff. One time he said he hated Trump, and I thought it was for political reasons. And I said to him, if you look at Trump, he'll probably, you take away his name, he'll probably go down as one of the best. He says, no, I'm not talking as a president. I don't like him because he fucking had an experience with him that he didn't like.
You had an experience.
Yeah,
with Trump?
I lit him for CNN 5 times, and he was just a dick. I mean, he's a dick.
But what made him a dick? Go ahead, please.
All
share.
right, well, okay. So I didn't like the way that people worked around him, behaved around him.
And that's his fault?
I didn't say that.
Because one day you're going to be huge, and people are going to behave like that around you.
Well, hopefully they don't, because hopefully I'm nice enough to them that they don't have to worry that some shit's going to go down and they're going to feel like they're going to lose their shit. That's the.
I kind of feel like they're going to worry, dude. I kind of feel like your crew around you
that's
when you're
not
all blown up.
specifically what it was.
I can't imagine you being all relaxed and all cool. I think you're going to be getting on everybody about everything.
No, dude, we were at his special. He was calm, cool, collected.
I'll tell you this. The other
Right?
thing about it is I didn't like the way
He
he
was.
spoke to me as his lighting director.
Did he call you a dirty Jew?
Did he say, where's that Jew lighting director at? What did he say?
Or did he say, listen,
Well,
I
frankly,
like a lot of light. Don't be Jewish with the light.
He tried to talk to me in this fake made-up Hebrew shit, and I was like, dude, I don't speak fit. No.
What did he say, Lahain?
No, he just was condescending to me about. I just didn't like it. So I don't like him. I just don't like
Do you
him.
think there's any chance that maybe you just felt an intimidation being around such a strong figure?
I have had enough experiences with people who are very influential in the entertainment industry and know how to defer to other people without making it seem like they don't know their job. And that is not Donald Trump,
I heard that.
At least in your...
at least in my experience.
I've heard that you have a long record of disliking Christianity. Was it because Trump is a Christian that you didn't like him? Is that why?
I never said anything about that. Where did that
What is
come-
it about Christianity specifically do you not like?
I'm not sure what that means. I don't
Well,
like
like the other night when you said to me, right before I was going to bed and I was kneeling on the bed and I was saying my prayers, and you said, go ahead, pray to your false Jesus. He's not going to get you anywhere.
It was false prophet, right?
I
Isn't
don't
that what-
understand.
think that's what I
Yeah,
heard.
false prophet
False
is the
prophet.
word
I think
he
that's what I
used.
heard. Yeah,
I
I
don't-
think that was the terminology.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember when I was there and I was like, now I lay me down to sleep. You said, why do you even pray to your false prophet?
Yeah. And then, not to mention, you were ripping papers out of Gary's Bible that his grandmother gave to him.
I don't.
And then blamed it on me because I asked for rolling paper.
Yeah, right.
And I'm like, dude, there's blunts right there.
He's like, no, these feel better.
Has any of this convinced you that you hate Christians? No, I'm talking to the people. Look at this.
He's never coming on the show again.
This is fun. You're not having fun?
I was until you started making shit up about me. I don't even know what to say about that.
I mean, you could start by saying in order.
What you don't like.
Yeah, starting with the thing you like the least.
We'll start with something easy. The apostles. What don't you like about Peter specifically?
No, you know what? It must
No, listen. I'm a Christian, and he has shown me nothing but love. All right? So you can honestly say I don't hate Christians. I have a Christian friend. My daughter Jasmine says, oh, my God, this poor guy. Jasmine, this dude right here is so responsible for what I've done in comedy. He doesn't even know it. He's the first one to take me under his wing and introduce me to people. And this is how I repay him. By bringing him on my show.
It's sad to me that you referred to me as this poor guy. That makes me feel bad.
He would have felt better if you just wrote poor Adam.
I think that's right.
I think that's right. What are you doing over there, Brian? Other than clicking all over the does anybody else?
No, I was trying to give Adam a little shout out since we were breaking him down. I was going to go
man.
tell people that they could go to his website, adamtellsjokes.com.
And now I'm gonna get 100 nasty emails about how I hate Christians from all of your followers.
Dude, if you could also go.
You'll probably get less than 12.
About less than 12. One for each apostle.
But you could also listen to his live recorded album that me and Gary went up to at
We were
West Side
there.
Comedy Club.
We were there. I ate a dick that night, but this man didn't. One take. It's the fucking shit. Check it out, man. It really is funny, man. You'll see why I say he's one of the best writers of our day, man.
I always say,
But I wouldn't make fun of him if I didn't love him.
I would say if you could go and you turn it on and you hit play, you could listen to it for free on Spotify. Even if you just hit play and walk away, I can still use the streams.
But I suggest you stay and listen because it's good.
Thank you.
You know.
I'm actually really happy with the way it came out. So.
Yeah, you should be. It was sick.
And I appreciate Brian.
Traveling Runner says,
Hold on,
did
hold
y'all...
on. Why? What, see, that's the second time he does that. He's about to say something nice about me. He's like,
Brian was
he
there.
said Brian, so
Sorry.
let me go to something
Brian
else.
was there,
Okay,
and
let
he
me
set
sit
up
back.
2 cameras, and I got some footage of the night for free.
I'm just trying to set the mood for you two lovebirds over there. If you're going to suck each other's dicks, at least
Are you
fucking
done,
kiss
dude?
first.
Are you done?
Do you know who you're talking to, son?
Yeah.
You were talking to the greatest. The fucking greatest, dude.
What was the?
Fake.
Faith. I'm the realest there's ever been. I'm today and tomorrow. I'm not going to go.
I'm yesterday. I'm yesterday. I'm your past, your present, and your future.
That was really funny. That's one of those bits that could go on forever and ever and ever and ever.
I tried, but I started running out of things.
Yeah, well,
You know, it's not that easy. I know I make it look easy, but it's really not.
yeah, I mean,
Jasmine, you never answered my question. Oh, yo, she sent you that thing. I sent it to you on Instagram. But you never asked me my question if there's a lot of snow by you, because if there's not, I might want to drive out to you tomorrow, man. I got something I want to give
Oh
you.
shit, they got snow up there, didn't they?
She said something like 10 inches last time, but I want to know if it's moved or something.
snow tomorrow? No shit.
No, it's supposed to snow tomorrow. That's right. It's supposed to snow tomorrow. That's what Sean said. I don't know if Sean's still with us. He was on so early. He hasn't made a comment since. So let's see but not, you got to remember, this ain't just me. This is me and her mother that gave her this DNA. You know, so it's not like you're going to find out much about me. I'm Puerto Rican. So let's see what it is. What do you got there? Bring it up.
I'm just trying to get her. I don't want her name to be.
Oh.
Like, you know, I mean, they can figure it out, but you know, we don't need to show it.
Interesting. I never seen so go use the bathroom, man.
Okay, so
This ain't like a
yeah.
fucking, you know, you're not held hostage here, man.
Yeah,
We're
so
not
you-
gonna,
I
just don't
tried
hit
to
none of the,
eat.
just don't hit none of the wires. Might help to go behind.
I'll be all right.
You'll be okay. I know you'll be able to make it. So what do you got for us, Brian? What am I? Well, what is my daughter? What did
So
did
have
I
it up here.
create?
At the top, we have Spain.
How much percent?
18% Spain.
Okay.
70% indigenous Puerto Rico. 70% Irish.
Okay.
8% English in Northwestern Europe. 7% Nigerian, G.
Yes, ma. I don't know what Nigerians sound like. Am I supposed to click? No, I don't know. Don't take it personal. This happens to be a fucking look. Hey, I could say that because somewhere in me is probably 7% Nigerian. I know she didn't get that from her mother.
And then you got you have 7% Nigerian. You have
Not me. This is my daughter, but I'm
Right.
pretty sure she got that from me. I don't think she got that from the white side of the family.
no.
Yeah.
What's your wife? Is she Irish?
Italian.
Oh, she's Italian.
Italian and Puerto Rican.
Oh, okay. Okay, so then we have Cameroon, Congo, Western Bantu, 6%.
I feel like I should be better at bongos. I don't know. I'm not that good. I feel like I should be better. I feel like it should be in my blood.
You got Portugal at 6% and Senegal at 3%.
Okay.
And then on the other side, Sardinia at 3%, Basque, which is Spanish, 3%.
Wait, do they split it between mother and father?
No,
Oh,
because this
it's
is
just-
just her. Because hers is combined, so it's not split between.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess you could probably try to
I mean, I
figure it
could
out.
figure it out. There's her
Yeah.
mom's side of the family's white.
Yeah. So then, so you got Basque.
So I should be a better bongo player, man.
Well, dude, I mean, you actually, if you total it up, you got all right. So we got 7 and 6. That's 13 plus 3 is 16. Plus 2, 16, 17, 18. North Africa, 19, 20. You're 20% black, dog. You're 20% African.
Well, that explains the dick.
And the pass.
And the what?
The pass you get.
The pass that I get. Oh,
The pass. I don't get the pass. I mean, dude, 20%. I mean, is that enough percent points for to
I
get
don't
the
know. Listen,
pass?
I grew up where I get the pass because I grew up there. But you don't get that pass in every neighborhood.
Well, that's what it is.
I mean, I don't even need the pass anymore because I think I've actually removed that word pretty much from my vocabulary.
Yeah, it's not a good word to say, dude.
I think I pretty much just removed it, man.
It's not. It's not necessary. It's a shitty.
It's not
a bad
necessary.
word. It's a bad,
Exactly.
bad word.
Jasmine, what did she say? There's still.
There's still snow, but I'm not sure about the weekend.
Oh, all right. All right. I'll talk to you later about it.
Adam, in your absence, we figured out that Gary is 20% African.
It's all in the dick.
Did you wash your hands?
I did wash my hands.
I
I'm going
hear
to
it.
not respond to that last.
What
comment.
else? What else we got? That's it? That was the whole thing?
Yeah, that was the whole thing.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Yep.
I'm probably 19% African, and 1% probably came from her mother. Because everybody got 1%, right, at least.
Yeah, it's a little rape, you know.
Raymond, what's up, baby? It's good to hear from you again. Glad to know everything is well. I don't know if everything's well, but I do know you're still alive, so it's good to hear from you. Raymond Robles says, yo, awesome to see you guys back on. Thought y'all were getting banned everywhere or something. Nah, we only get banned on YouTube, man. Check us out on
Rumble, baby. Rumble.
Spotify. You know what I'm saying? Why you laugh when we say Rumble, man?
It's
Rumble's the
reminding me
shit.
of that bit I had where all these like apps have ridiculous names. Like, yo, that dude, he's so big on Trash Can. Yo, I saw, this guy's got 3 million followers on Awning. I mean, they're just ridiculous names. So I don't know.
Well, listen, man, I don't know, but Rumble shows us love. So big up to all our listeners on Rumble. Believe me when I say I love you. All right?
It's not
Each
about
and every
it's
one
not
of
about
us.
the app. It's just that the names are. It's just the names make me laugh because they seem completely random. Is all.
They are.
why.
We got another comment in here. Themore76 wants to know, how did Adam first start in the comedy game? First show? Question mark. That's interesting. Yeah, I'd like to know. I don't know that.
That's a good
Yeah, it's
question.
a cool question. Yeah.
So, I met this one dude, Josh Hyman. Who,
Oh, you're going to make this long.
That's real life story. All right, so my parents were born, and I did comedy very briefly in 2002 because my friend got me into it. I took a class. I wasn't really who I needed to be as a person to be confident enough to do it. And I took off about 12 years to pursue a lighting career. I did really well in that, but I realized after having some success that it wasn't really where my heart was.
You want to be in front of the light.
I want it to be. Lighting is very reactive. It's very much about what somebody else is going to do and how they're. It's really hard to be the leader. It's a lot of responding, and I didn't like that. I felt like I was constantly hamstrung by somebody else making some ridiculous decision. So then I finally was like, you know what, fuck it. If it's going to be hard to succeed and I have to put up with it, I might as well give it a shot again. So I started, then I found out about open mics. That was the other thing. In 2002, I didn't know about open mics. It was the internet.
I didn't know shit about that.
There was no information out there. The guy whose class I took was very restrictive about telling us where to go to get more information.
Where did you take your class?
So that first class I took at, it's hard to say it because it doesn't reflect.
You know, you don't have to do 4 years in comedy school.
No, I understand.
You don't graduate.
No, listen, I want to tell you why. Because the first guy, that class didn't really teach me anything. It taught me a lot about the mechanics of comedy.
Yeah.
Where
was that?
That was at the comic strip.
Oh,
So-
okay.
And that
I didn't like their
that
spotty.
person at the time was primarily interested in us doing his bringers. So he didn't tell us about open mics. He didn't tell us about writing groups.
What a fucking dick, dude.
He wanted us to come once a month with 3 people, and that to me was like, now I'm in front of an audience.
Right.
I'm not ready to do that.
Yeah.
Even my 3 friends, I want to look good for them.
Yeah.
There's 20 other people there. You know, I don't want to be an asshole in front of all of them. So I didn't do well. I didn't know, and like I said, so. Then, 12 years later, I just Googled, comedy, blah, blah, blah. And I found out about open mics. So I went to open mic. And then I took another class based on what I felt like I needed. And I knew I wanted to be like, I knew what I wanted to write like. I just didn't know how to hone that understanding of it. And so that was what that class was really about.
And which one was that? That really helped you do that?
That was a Comedy Cellar with Rick Chrome.
Oh, cool. You
It's
did it
the
at the Cellar?
best.
Sick.
It's just he's so good at reaching first year comics. And then I took another one, and at the end of that, at the end of that one I realized it was not as beneficial as I wanted. But
now you're a junior, so you might as well see it through.
No. But I will say,
You went to grad school.
well, it was stupid because I was surrounded by people who didn't understand me, and so didn't understand by that point that I knew what I needed to know. So I needed somebody who I respected to tell me, you don't need this, and that was Joe DeVito, and
Big up to Joe
ultimately
DeVito.
he's
That's fucking
great.
dirty Dago, dog.
Big up to Joe DeVito.
Joe DeVito is an amazing writer.
I don't mean that. I
comic.
don't even know the
right
guy.
now he writes for Gutfeld. He's on Gutfeld all the
I
time.
like
Oh,
Joe.
sick.
And that
He's been on our
ultimately,
show.
what that show did was that class just gave me a relationship with Joe DeVito.
Yeah.
Which at that point, how am I going to shit on that? He's been very helpful, and his respect for what I did gave me the courage to move out and go forward and go, okay, I'm doing something worthwhile. So even though I didn't learn anything about comedy, I learned a lot about myself, which was that I'm better than I thought I was at that point.
And I've been here to tell you that for the last.
This was before I knew you,
4 years.
motherfucker.
No, I know.
You picked up the torch on that about 6 months later.
Yeah.
Then I met you.
Did you that second class you took? Did that, like, you're saying he was really good at helping first year comics? Was he good at helping you like figure out how you needed to write, or was he good figuring out how to help you find your voice? Because I feel like that's probably the hard part, right?
Well,
how you're gonna
again,
say your
I
stuff?
went similar to the Joe DeVito class. I went in coming from a really different angle. I
Right.
realize now I have always been somebody who knew how to write a joke good. I've always known that. It's just my father and my sister and I just used to. We were in the car. We used to just and it was
Yeah.
just
Yeah, all
thinking
day.
back on it.
Yeah.
It was always snappy responses.
Right. Yeah.
What I didn't know is what's actually funny. What are you going to understand?
Right.
Well, the other thing I didn't know is what used to be funny and isn't funny anymore. That's the whole thing about dad jokes, which is the reason why there is this idea about dad jokes being not funny is because the father's relationship when there's a little child, the mother is security, safety, gives the kid food. The father's responsible primarily for making the kid laugh, have a good time. That's how fathers relate to their
And
children.
beating their asses when they step out of line.
Okay, fair enough. But other than that, the positive vibes are joined by, I can teach you, I'm going to show you what's funny in life. It's a lot of that relationship. So, but then fathers keep using the same jokes year after year after year after year after year. And by the time the kid is 21, it's like, Dad, I heard that joke already. That's what a dad joke is. A dad joke is a joke that it's not funny. It just used to be funny. It's not funny anymore because I've heard it a lot. So what I needed to know is what the rest of the audience will respond to that they haven't heard, that's a new way, and how to sort of present myself in a cohesive way. And that's what I learned in that class. So it was building character, but it was also how to get rid of material that didn't speak to other people.
Interesting, man. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, man.
And I think
I took Jim Mandrino's. I thought he was awesome. He was a very positive dude and like helped people to really scope their shit without telling them what to write.
people say that you can't take a comment, you can't teach. And John Leguizamo. Let me see if I can find the exact.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree with that. I don't think you can really teach somebody how to be funny.
No,
but you can
can't.
teach a funny person how to figure out how to be funny.
Well, that's when I took my class. I said, listen, they're not going to teach me how to be funny. Right. You can't. That can't really be taught.
John Leguizamo said this. I heard he said there are best practices that tend to be the scaffold on which jokes work.
Yeah.
Which is, there's a lot of shit that's just absolute about telling a joke. Why not have somebody? It's not about how you're funny or what you're talking about. It's just rules that we know that are the way jokes work. You can learn that from somebody, and you can take it and throw it out if you want.
I mean,
but why not have somebody teach it to you so you don't have to learn?
That's kind of like doing like similes or metaphors and
Yes.
and like misdirections and shit like that, right? Like that's kind of like the structure you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the idea of the rule of three. That's kind of has to do with the way our brains work.
Yeah, that's why I would do two, just to be a rebel.
But you learn, the rule of three.
Yeah.
It's like the tweet thing I tweeted the other day. I tweeted, tonight I did 2 rule of 3 jokes in a row, and then just to surprise everyone, for the third one, I did another rule of 3 joke.
So 3
Because the rule of 3 is the third one's supposed to be different. But I had another thing.
Oh, so you're saying like my like blank blank, and then the third one's
Yeah,
the misdirection, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, the
of.
whole thing about, where was the other one I had? I had another one about that was similar to that. Basically, it's you can't teach unfunny people to be funny, but you can teach funny people not to be unfunny.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
It would have made
it's a
more
little
sense without
complicated.
the tapping on the thing.
sorry.
Why does everybody got to hit tables?
I
and shit, man?
apologize.
It's for dramatic effect.
Oh, okay.
I was reciting.
No, it's all right.
I
Do I
just
need
to
to
make sure any of my friends on heroin that are listening that they're still there.
Do I need
wake
to
up.
do I need to say that again?
No, no.
Okay.
No.
Do I need to
Actually,
take two?
We
Hold on
we
one
prefer
second.
if you didn't say it again.
I think that there's.
But
just,
no, I agree with that.
Yeah.
And my whole attitude was just that they can teach me all the other little things that I don't know, which now I notice when a new comedian gets up there that they're doing that wrong. Like the if you're not using the mic stand, get it the fuck out of the way.
Yeah.
I like to wear a hat.
Oh.
Lift your hat because you make a lot of expressions and the light hits the front of your hat. They can't see your face.
Right.
Those things. And then they also taught me about open mics because Jim Mandrino was like, I want you hitting at least 3 open mics a week. Don't come back here without at least, because then you're not serious.
To be clear, the class I took with Rick Chrome, he talked about open mics. And then the class I took, the other thing was the Joe DeVito class was at the time run by Laughing Buddha. So it included a bunch of mics and a couple
cool.
shows.
Yeah.
That was the other thing. It was like, I think that class was only a few classes, but it came with 4 open mics and 2 shows. And I was like, fuck it, I'll do that.
Yeah. I mean, I was sitting there and I was like, well, I saw that. I had saw that at the end of the year, you get to play at
At Gotham.
Broadway Comedy Club.
Yeah.
And big up to the owner, Al, who just passed away very unexpectedly. And my heart goes out to him and the family, right? From Broadway, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah. I still don't even know like what happened with that, but it's a horrible thing. I know they had like a little thing from the other day because I took my class there. That's where I met you.
At Broadway, yeah.
I met you at Broadway. We were doing the
Well, my favorite story is how you said you took that you entered that contest because it was $20 And what'd you say? I
was smoking $20 blunt at the moment.
I just poured $20 into this blunt right now.
Might as well invest it into my career, see what happens. I mean, that's how I did the class too.
I never heard that story.
That's funny.
Oh, when I got to the contest because I forgot who it was. I think it was Lisa who sent me. She sent me a flyer and it said Broadway Comedy Club. You know, they were doing a contest and they said it was a $20 entry fee. And I figured, okay, well, I'll get to play at Broadway at least once.
Yeah. Right. And there were 2 rounds. So if you did well the first round, and you know, I mean, I think you probably felt at the time that you would get through the first round.
You think they taped that set?
No, I had no clue.
We 100% have those tapes somewhere.
Really?
Yeah, you will never watch them.
No, I want to see that shit though. That's something. That's something
what I will show you is
I do have a video of my set that I did that night that I won.
No, dude. Yeah, that's what I want to see.
Yeah,
I want to see. But what are you saying? You have what set do you have?
Well, what I was going to show you is I have 2 things that you might be interested in. One is when I was still chubby, my first.
You were fat, dude.
Oh yeah, you never.
I've never seen you. Yeah, I've never seen you. Yeah,
so
I'm sorry that I made that comment when you came in. That was just a joke.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, I was just fucking around.
No, it's fine. I
didn't know that.
Yeah, I'll show you the pictures. I mean, I can somewhere. You want me to show you now?
Send them on Instagram. I'll put
Yeah.
them
Okay.
up for
So let me tell you a story. So I have no idea what we were talking about before I said back when I was chubby. Oh no! So the two times. So I did the class. The first class I did came with 2 videos. The second video I have is the first time I told that JanSport joke in front of like a real audience, and boy, and it just goes to show how much of a hack I am that I'm still doing the joke from 10 years ago.
It's a great
but
joke. It's my favorite joke of yours.
I think my attitude about it is that there is. Look, I feel like a first-year comic, you got to come up with at least one joke that everyone's going to go, that's a funny joke. And you tell that joke every fucking place you go.
Right.
Because it's the joke that lets everybody know that you have a reason to be in comedy.
Right.
And so, and, you know, I put that joke on my album and, you know, not that many people have heard it. So I still will continue. I mean, a lot of people, I've done that joke almost every set. But
have you thought about, at some point, putting out video from that? You want to at any point? What's your thought about it? Like after, you know, the album's been out for what, 6 months now?
I'm not sure the demand is there.
No, dude, for sure.
Who cares about the fucking
dude,
demand, man?
Who cares about I mean, why are you doing comedy? You doing it because, you know. I want people to see our podcast too, but you know, we keep, you know, they do, but we just keep pushing. I think it was good. I also think that with the great level of sound that you got, and it was one set, right? Yeah, it was one set.
One set, dude,
so,
one take.
Like, dude, I could chop that up in fucking 3 days.
I have it all on a hard drive. I'd be happy to give it to you.
Yeah, dude, let's do it. Yeah, let's do it.
That'd be
I think, I mean, if you know,
I appreciate that.
Yeah, dude, because I like editing stand up, and I think, I mean, dude, your jokes were fucking great, and I think you could drive more people to, you know, you put out some clips from that.
I think there's 1 or 2 things that I'm going to send you both of them. Wait for both of them to come through because I have to send it. I got to send it on. That'd be great. Look, I just didn't. No, that'd be amazing. Like I didn't want to ask. I didn't want to pay necessarily for something that I didn't think the money was going to come back. But if you're willing to assist,
yeah, dude, no, I'll chop it up. It might just take, you know, a little while. But it's also only a 50-minute set. You know, 55 minutes. So it's not like it's not like 2 hours.
There's 2 jokes that we did that didn't make it onto the album that I would have to make sure that you cut out. But other than that, I wouldn't care what you did.
We got some comments over there on my bugging.
No, we got some.
Right,
he wants to know Themor. Here you go.
First time he bombed the show and the biggest bomb.
First time. Let's talk about the first time I didn't bomb a show.
I will say this though, and I mean this. I know you hate this when I say it, but I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Nobody bombs like this man right here. Yeah. When
it's funnier.
Even when he's not doing good, he still does good. You would have to see him to understand what I'm saying, but it's like, and I get it. because the first joke won't hit, which is what you want to hit. That's what you wrote. But even when it doesn't hit, he's gonna say something that makes the crowd laugh in between and before he goes on to the next joke. So it's so like, I ain't gonna lie, man. There's nothing like watching him struggle when me and my son are together in the back. Me and my son are dying laughing, yo. It's just. My son says the same thing about me. He loves to watch. You say it too. You love to watch me have a bad set.
And
because
I also don't know if what I like more, seeing you have a bad set or you calling me the next day and then we talk about the set. I think that's almost funnier.
And
Because
I know
like
he gets an enjoyment when I have a bad set, because when I did that show in Long Island City and he walked in and I was eating one of the biggest dicks I could handle, this motherfucker, I see him in the back smiling from ear to ear.
Well, just to be clear, one of the candidates to answer the question is when you, me, and Terry and Mike were in Kentucky and I ate a dick. Now, this audience turned out to be terrible. I mean,
They were terrible.
The whole front row was facing the other direction. I'm looking for this other photo to send
Hold
Brian.
on a second. My son's on. Yo, big up to Samuel. Just turned 27, man.
Happy
Just
birthday.
couldn't be more proud of this man. Samuel Garcia says, Adam is a beast. Real fans love every set of his.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I think when you know me, it's you can appreciate it a little bit more. But I will say that I think sometimes people don't get it, and when they don't get it, it gets worse and worse and worse. In particular, there was one set. We're in Kentucky. Gary is hosting. It's going very, very badly. I
because
get
he
on,
was hosting, or just
yeah,
because?
Garrett. No, it was going badly because the show sucked.
Okay.
The only light they had was from the back, so the comics were in silhouette. The whole front row was facing away from the stage.
Yeah, at a bar.
They came out for comedy night, but they weren't there for comedy. They were there because that's where everyone went
To drink.
and it just sucked. And we were it was stacked. And the worst part about it was the fucking.
We never went back again after that, though.
No, you guys went back a second time, and that's when Terry yelled at everybody.
Oh, yeah.
But-
Because they sucked again. I was like,
Sucked
why
again.
am I here again?
Right. So I don't know where that other photo is, so you might as well put that one up when the time comes, because I'm not gonna find. I don't know where the other one is. You can see how fat I was. There's
Finish
another
your
one.
story.
So it's beautiful. We were in such a great mood, and the show sucks so hard. And Gary went up, and Gary's so likable that he can get a laugh even out of the worst crowds. He can get them to just titter a little bit. And I don't know. I just did my jokes, and it sucked. And I walk off the stage, and this motherfucker says, "Now that is what we call in New York a bomb."
No, I said eating a dick.
Eating a dick.
I said in New York, we call that eating, a dick.
And then they double down. He goes, "Come on.
Give it up.
He tried."
And then Adam, who's already walking out pissed, stops and turns and looks at me and goes, yeah, come on, dude. And then he disappeared for like, I don't even know how long.
It was
and Mike,
there was a lot of bad shit going on at me.
I understand, man. You ain't got to explain.
it's
We was
hard,
on
yeah,
tour.
yeah.
A lot of shit happens. But he was gone for like 30 minutes
Where
at
did
least.
you send me this picture on?
Instagram, no? I hope so.
You probably sent it to my. I have a couple different accounts.
Oh, did I send it to the wrong one?
So yeah, send it to Brian T. Licata.
So-
easier.
So they're like, yo, where's Adam? I'm like, I don't know where Adam is, man. I haven't seen him in like a half hour. They're like, yo, dude, man. And they're all worried about him because on the road, shit gets crazy, man. You know, so they're all worried about him. They're like, yo, go check the room, make sure he's in there. I said, I ain't going in the fucking room to see if he's in there. I'm not going to be the one that opens the door and his feet hit my head because he's hanging from the fucking ceiling fan. Get the fuck out of here.
It's been touch and go a lot. I'm not going to lie.
I was like, fuck that, you go. Oh, there's Adam with a little bit of the gut.
Yeah, that was,
I think that's when I met you. That's where you were when I
that
met
was
you.
right around then.
Oh yeah,
Because he was
I
already
can see
losing
that.
weight.
Yeah,
He
but
was already-
you weren't.
No, he
huge.
was much bigger than that.
No, really good for you,
that's-
dude.
That was already when he was
No,
losing.
no, that's me at my biggest.
Oh, that's you at your
That's me
biggest?
at my biggest. There's a better picture somewhere where you can see it
Oh,
in my
my
face,
God,
and I just don't know where it is because
just
it used to be there, and now you never have that thing. I swear. Where the
It's
fuck
5,
is it?
by the way. Just FYI.
Yeah,
I don't know what time we were rolling.
Well, listen, man. It's Thursday. It's 5 o'clock. We're kind of on a time schedule today because everyone has something they got to do. But I'm not going to lie. I had so much fun hanging with you guys today. If you want to follow Adam, follow him at AJ AJ Gabel
Yeah.
on Instagram, or go to his website, which is AdamTellsJokes, right?
Yeah,
.com.
AdamTellsJokes.com. And listen, if you want, go there and just click on listen at the bottom of any of the pages, and that'll take you to the landing page from an album. And just check it out. You can listen directly from that website. You can check some of it out, or go to your favorite audio player if it's Audible or
Say less. You're good. Listen, they listen to the show, but they're more intelligent than you think. And you can also check him out if you're in Atlantic City. You can check him out tonight. Woo! He's going to be there with me and Ray. And then we also got Katrina over at Tropicana. We got Al Kaz, and we got Buddha over there tonight, man. So if you're in Atlantic City, come check out one of the shows. Go to AC Jokes if you want to follow me. Follow Brian at Brian T. Licata, me at Gary G. Garcia. And if you're in New York, man, me and Adam, we do a show. I tell you all the time, we do a show every single Monday, the Not Quite Tuesday, Monday midnight show over at the Grizzly Pear. Come check it out. And listen, man, Valentine's Day is come and gone, but it's never too late to tell someone you love that they're special. So go to XXXplayground.com and pick yourself up a XXX Playground board game. It's only the best communication tool ever created for adults. 2 to 8 players. Get fist deep in someone you love at the roll of the dice. 2 to 8 players, people. You can get a foot in someone you don't even like.
1, 2, 3.
Stop being so fucking... Listen, once again, this is Rated G, and we hope to see you again. Peace.
Here's Adam.
Oh, look at that face. You're much more handsome now. You got structure.
I got nuts.
These nuts. Bye, Michelle.